At Ross, you'll find everything your kids need to be the best version of themselves when they go back to school this fall. It isn't just the first day of school for them. It's their debut of who they've become since last school year. When they walk back through those school doors, they're a different kid than the one who walked out months ago. Summer sun, summer freedom, summer ups and downs shape them. From fashion to school supplies to dorm room decor, Ross has it all in their new style and bigger size. Find your nearest Ross at rossstores.com.
We're going to talk about this because I had an epiphany like 3 days ago, and
Yeah.
it's too late for me to go back.
I was like, we could talk about it, but I've never wanted kids. Not even as a little girl. I was like, ew.
Can I tell you? I didn't either. We're just going to dive right into it.
I love it.
I'm sitting with Nina Parker, who I love, love, love. Now, we met doing Nightly Pop. I was
Yes.
in a really dark place during that
Were
time.
you?
Yeah, I was.
What? I couldn't tell.
Oh my God, that makes me so happy.
I
and
could
I'm
not tell.
so excited to talk to you about this because, like, I kind of fell into that Nightly Pop situation.
Okay. And you were fantastic, by the way.
That
Because we
is-
had so many fill-ins while Morgan was pregnant. And, like, most of the time, Hunter and I were like, oh, my gosh. Like, and it wasn't any discredit to them, but they just, jumping into a flow is really hard.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's funny. Like, I thought you were so funny, but also just, like, so easy to get along with.
I had a really good time with you guys. You guys are true professionals, but like I'm not a TV star. Like I'm not a TV person.
Oh, I beg to differ.
It's not my thing. I've never wanted to do television. I
Okay.
think I had originally signed up to do one day at Nightly Pop, and then I ended up like there for a month.
Yeah, blame me. Because I was like, please bring Jackie back.
So this is your fucking
Yes,
fault.
it was my fault.
Because then I was like, oh my God, I'm in too deep. And then I was like 2 weeks in, I'm like, I can't fucking do this
You
shit
did
one more day.
amazing.
I mean, I got it together, but
Yeah.
I was struggling a little bit. And I had some previous experience at E. And I just
Okay.
want to give you a shout out very quickly because
Oh.
I had worked at E before.
Okay.
And you know, those halls, if we can talk.
Yes, girl.
Because we're not there anymore.
Yeah, no, we're not there. And never going back.
No, never going
Yes.
back. The hallways at E, there was a permeate stench of desperation. And when a new bitch walks in those halls, especially someone like me who has zero interest of being on television, I was barely fucking there, okay?
Right.
Against my will most
Yeah.
of the times. You know what I mean? Like people being like, you have to do this. This is good for you.
There were people willing to sell their firstborn to come to eat, and I didn't realize
Oh, you can smell it.
how much people wanted to be on the network because
Yes.
also there's what people would call the big five, which is, like CBS, NBC, but it was more like the younger folks wanted, E was like the boutique agency, you know,
Totally.
like people felt like it was cooler.
Totally.
And I was like, oh, these girls is ready to rip each other's hair out.
Oh, no, they're coming for your
Yes,
fucking necks,
yes.
okay? So if somebody new walks in, everyone thinks they're coming for their gig. And I was like, let me just lay this on the line. I want to be home. I want to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
I want to be at El Pollo Loco on
Right.
Reseda. I'm just here filling in, doing my thing. Don't worry about me. I've got no target on my back. And I encountered a lot of people in the space
Really?
that were not as warm and friendly and kind to me. And you were always so lovely to
Thank
me.
you for saying that. I had
It's
no
true.
idea that. I wish, we kind of came in and worked and did, I was doing 4 shows at the
Oh,
time.
yeah, yeah.
So when we were done, we were on to the next thing. But
Yeah.
I hate to hear that was your experience, but it's the experience of, I wouldn't say it's even exclusive to E.
No, it's everywhere.
It was
It's-
entertainment news, especially during that period, because
Yeah.
this was after the pandemic. Was it like 2021?
Yes.
Okay. So I feel like even then, because productions were just coming back into studio.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also just something about everybody feeling like there can only be one.
Or like their expiration date is coming,
Yes.
or their contract is ending.
The
Like, there's
competition
so many
is
things.
crazy. And I've never really been bothered by competition because I always feel like I have a lane. And I feel
Yeah.
like you were really funny, and I can see, because there are a lot of people who can host.
Yeah.
But there aren't a lot of people who can be comedic hosts.
Yeah.
It's just you got it or you don't. It's not anything you can learn.
No.
And there are some people who are self-depreciating to be like, okay, this is the comedy. But you were just funny organically. And
I couldn't
think-
read that teleprompter to save my
but
fucking
you,
life.
but you didn't need to, because I was reading it. You know what I mean? Like, you just had to come in and just give your part.
I felt like you were running that whole show. Just from my perspective, I'm like, these fuckers don't even know. Like, everybody works for Nina. Like, she's producing, she's keeping it moving, she's editing, like, and nobody knows what's going on.
Right. It was a lot of hands-on because I felt really blessed to have a show, right? And I felt like it was taken for granted sometimes by other people who were newer in the industry. I don't think people understand how hard it is to get a TV show on a network, let alone keep it season after season. And we had, I think, 5 good seasons. And I always just felt like I'm going to attack this like it could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, thinking it was guaranteed, because I knew entertainment news was on the decline. I knew that. That's why I started my clothing line. And so I just wanted to give it everything we had to give it as long. And some people don't feel the same way. They're just like, I'm gonna come in and this is a job, but my goal is to be seen, not to do the work. And everybody has a different method.
That was me. I was barely there. I was like, I'm here for the free clip-ins.
Because it is cute to have your makeup done for the rest of the week, right? You're
no,
okay,
totally. I'm like, I look amazing every weekday. I looked so cute, but I'm like silently suffering.
I think entertainment news breeds this ridiculous competition that's really like old generation shit,
Totally. It's so weak.
It's very morning show. Like, remember the morning show, the first season? That, obviously like Jen and Reese's characters are friends now, but that first season, how it was so like icky and competition and people. Like, I had someone, and I still don't know to this day who it was, but I had a project on
we're going to find out.
Netflix.
Okay.
That was coming. I got booked for it, and I had to tell my boss, and I had to tell my co-host, and I had to tell like hair and makeup because I was going to be gone for like 2 months filming this project. And I'll never forget, somebody wrote a letter to Netflix telling them not to hire me.
No.
Yes.
We have to figure out who that was.
Melrose Place type shit.
Anonymous
letter? I knew it was someone who didn't really know what I was doing, because even though it was airing on Netflix, it was a production company that had hired me. It wasn't like Netflix hired me. The production company hired me, and the show was going to air on Netflix. And I was very broad in telling people, it's just with Netflix. So they didn't even really know who to send the real letter to. It went to like some innocuous department. But it was just like, it let me know that people were more threatened than I thought. And also just like saying, it was...
Did they give reasons?
No, it was just more like, she won't be on time. It was just like lies. And so we laughed because we were like, this is the opposite. It was so the opposite of how I operate on set, because I'm normally like on time, early, I'm there. You know what I mean? It was not...
Like uber professional.
Yes. Like when I'm working, it was like not... It was clearly like someone who knew someone who's just in their feelings about me getting the show. Because,
It was me. I brought you here to tell you. 5 years later, it was I.
It was so weird.
Weird.
And they didn't care. I still got booked for the show. The show aired. It only did 1 season anyway. So, it wasn't like this big hit, but it really was a reality check that like LA really can be like Melrose Place in real life, where there are people who really it's fine to not like someone, but to try to sabotage someone's bag because
what a loser.
You don't feel like they deserve it and you do is weird as fuck.
Insecure people are the most dangerous people roaming the planet. They're the ones that we need to be worried about.
It's so true. Men and women, like the insecurities, which, it's so funny being like a plus size woman on camera, because I think people have these assumptions how I feel. And I'm always really confident because I know my shit.
Totally.
And so I'm not really worried about the other stuff. And I'm shocked at the people that are insecure, who are the people in my mind who have it all. And I'm like, this person is insecure. Like, I'm thinking like they're beautiful, they're talented, they've got a great life. There's just nothing they would have to be insecure about. And it's usually those people that are the most insecure behind the scenes.
They're on the brink. I can sniff a bitch out like that.
Yeah.
You can just like meet someone and it's like 3.5 seconds. You're like, this girl is going to be rocking in the corner in T-4 minutes.
This is somebody who is in the fetal position every day in the shower.
Or like looking at themselves, like writing little notes to themselves, like, you got this, girly, and like crying. I can't deal with
But I think
like
that's why I liked you so much, because you came in and it was just like very real. And there are some people who turn off and turn on when the camera is on.
Oh, I hate that.
And you're like, this is fucking weird.
Oh my God, it's so weird. It really, by the way,
it's a real thing.
It is the realest thing, and it freaks me out in ways I can't even properly
it's scary.
articulate.
I get preserving your energy. Like, I am an energy preserver before I'm hosting something big.
Sure.
But like completely changing. Like, I feel like when I talk to you, you're the same off camera. There are some people, and I think people have experience that if you meet your faves, right? Which is why they say don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
They're completely different people.
Oh, the blankness behind the
and
eyes.
you're like, oh my, what is you? And it's weird when you are a real person that just operates out of vulnerability and transparency. You just assume everybody is like that. So when you come across people who are, they morph.
Yeah.
It's very odd experience. And
Makes
LA
me not
is just,
trust them because
yes.
I don't like versions of
It's
people.
very weird. And I get preserving your energy or not giving everything or being private. I get those things. But
Different.
they're still, your fundamentals are the same though.
Yes. I don't like a full like shapeshifter situation.
Listen, and it's like, it's very strange in this industry, especially now because people aren't working as much.
Yeah.
So whatever it was with us in 2021, it's amplified by 10 now because there aren't as many shows. The actors aren't acting as much, so they're getting hosting gigs. So it's even the competition part is even more Game of Thrones in this thing than it's ever been before. And I also think people are seeking validation in other ways because before they could book a show and they feel validated.
Yeah.
An insecure person, right? They're like, well, if you're kind of on the threshold of being insecure and you get a show, you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, you're like, I'm hot,
okay,
I'm relevant,
yeah.
I'm cool, they love me, they want
Right.
me. Yeah, I don't subscribe to any of that.
Yeah, me either. And I think I always have just believed I'll work. I've always just believed, like, I don't know in what capacity and how frequent. And sometimes it's more work than other years, right? There are some years where I have so many projects I can't even breathe. And then some years it's just a couple. But I've always worked, and I've been in LA 20 years. And I've never had a year where I didn't work. And I'm going to make it fucking happen. So I'm not really concerned about the next person. I don't ever feel like anyone's taking anything from me.
No.
Ever.
No, because they kind of can't. If you really
No.
like think about it, no one really can come for you.
Not if they're
Unless you let them.
I mean, I think you get
Or
in
you
your
suck.
own head. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's where when you were talking about being there, there's so many things at play. I had no idea though, because I always felt like, well, maybe I'm uber sensitive or maybe I'm having a different experience. And I almost feel better knowing that not better, but like, oh, it wasn't just me that experienced some of these behaviors.
And
Other people
production
did.
doesn't help either. Like there's a lot behind the scenes like, well, you are our first choice, and then you know that, and then another person comes in, and then they're definitely playing
It's
a
like a
game.
reality show kind of.
Totally. And I'm like, once again, I'm barely fucking here. Like,
And you
we're
were
good.
effortlessly just funny
Thank you.
and honest, and it just worked so great. So I'm happy to hear.
Thank you. I was haunted by, I made a Megan's Law joke day 2 on set, and it was, I don't know if you remember.
I don't
this.
remember.
I remember by like week 3, I was like, oh, I don't fucking care anymore. Like, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
They're going to dilute
It's
me.
not live.
No, and they
so-
dilute you to
Yeah,
filth.
you get edited. Yeah, they'll
Oh
edit it.
my God. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding
Yeah.
me. Like, that's what you cut out? I'm like,
Yeah.
on the Richter scale, that's a 1. That's
Yeah.
a 1.5. I
Yeah.
could crank it to 10. I'm delighting you all with the best version of
Yes,
myself.
yes.
And that was too far. I said something about Megan's Law, which is, maybe not E-friendly, but I was alluding to someone being a sex offender. I'm like,
Right.
it's giving Megan's Law. And I just remember looking out at production and it was like crickets. And I literally and I love that shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like where that would unravel some
Yes,
people.
yes.
That made the whole experience. I'm like, you know what? I will be
Yes,
back next
yes.
week. Now, mission accepted.
Yes.
I was so happy. It was the first call I made. When I got home, I was like, oh my God. I said something about Megan's Law and it like shut down production. They were so horrified. And I was just so happy to like have that awkward
badge of
moment.
honor,
Yeah, I
yes.
was like, oh,
It was
wow.
probably one of the reasons why I wanted you back. I was like, oh, I love a fearless bitch. I love it.
And like no one thought it was funny. And I was just like, okay,
Well,
cool.
they were always really scared of
So
the network.
scared.
They were like, oh, we can't. And that's, I will say, like, starting my first on-air job at TMZ made me pretty fearless. And I will say,
hell
like,
yeah.
I was empowered. I think, like, had I had started at, like, a ET, I would have been so trained that
Totally.
I just would have been scared to say my opinion. And when I was at TMZ, I was encouraged to just be myself, even though there were a lot of other toxic things happening. That was
Sure.
the one thing I kept with me. And I remember being like, you guys are so afraid of everything. They're afraid of the networks. They're afraid of the studios. They're afraid of the actors. So there's never really an honest way to have a show when you're always scared. And then they don't do anything for you anyway. It's kind of like, you're beholden to people who are not loyal to you. They give the scoops to other networks. They
Totally.
give the interviews. You're 12th down the line on the red carpet. What are you actually getting out of this relationship? Because it feels one-sided.
1000%. Listen, I'm not a full beat girly, okay? You're not going to see me with a wing, a contour, a cut crease. It's insane. I use Jones Road Beauty's Miracle Balm every single day. It is like a one-stop shop. You can just swipe your fingers and go highlighter, bronzer, blush, lip tint. You can truly use it for anything. It's so great during the summer. Also, if you're looking for a little more coverage, you have to try their foundation stick. I am not a foundation stick person. I've never used one before. I tried the Jones Road one and I could not believe my eyes. It is packed with skin-loving ingredients like ceramide, squalane, sodium hyaluronate. It just looks like skin and smooth, even. It's glowy. It's perfect. Modern day makeup that's clean, strategic, and multifunctional for effortless routines. For a limited time, our listeners are getting a free full-size mascara on their first purchase when they use code BitchBible at checkout. Just head to jonesroadbeauty.com and use code BitchBible at checkout. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you. I am 6+ months being pregnant. Everything is shifting. Okay, my nipples and my belly button are morphing into one. Fluctuation through it all. Kindred Bravely has been with me every step of the way. They make intimates and apparel for maternity, postpartum, and breastfeeding, as well as baby essentials, all designed to make early motherhood feel a little less overwhelming and a lot more supported. Okay. I remember girlfriends were telling me that I needed the Kindred Bravely bra when I was pregnant with Clyde. But like with most pregnancy advice, it was in one ear and out the other. And they just sent me their Simply Sublime nursing bra just to try. It fits like a dream. It's so pillowy soft. If you are on the road, please get it. Also, I've been wearing their pajamas like throughout my pregnancy. It's so comfortable and like cooling. Try it. Right now, Kindred Bravely is offering our listeners 20% off your first order when you go to kindredbravely.com/Jackie. That is kindredbravely.com/Jackie for 20% off your first order. Make sure you use our link so they know that we sent you. Exclusions apply. Now, speaking of your opinion and red carpets, I asked this question to Kat Sadler a million years ago. Another bomb of a situation.
Oh, no. Oh, no, it wasn't.
It was, by the way, she fucking hated me.
What?
Oh, she hated me.
I'm shocked to hear that.
I like to name the puppy, like when I'm like alluding to certain people, we'll name it. I did a podcast with Kat Sadler. It did not go well.
Wait, you guys were co-hosts?
No.
Oh, you interviewed her?
Yeah, she came on here.
Okay.
And we were just shooting the shit, you know.
Sure.
And I asked her this following question.
Sure.
And it took a bit of a nosedive after that.
Okay.
I asked her, I said, who's the biggest piece of shit that you've interviewed? Like celebrity that you met that was just not nice to you, that was rude to you. You know, if you feel comfortable, name them. And she goes, I did not come here to talk shit about other women. And I said, ma'am, I didn't say anything about women. That was on you. I just asked who you met that was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So if it is a woman, name them.
Yeah.
If not, pick a dude. I don't fucking care. It could be anybody.
Well, mine, I wouldn't say piece of shit.
Or
but
disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, there were two. So not piece of shit at all.
Okay.
Just dismissive.
Sure.
And I think as a woman, you know that feeling of like a man, if the men who are only nice to women that they want to sleep with, you know that energy.
Yeah.
Where if they aren't attracted to you, they're not even polite.
Right.
There's
you
that.
don't exist.
Right. And when you're doing an interview, it's very hard to deal with someone which I don't know if that's the energy, but that's how it came off. It's like, I only want to be nice to people that I'm attracted to. And there were two. The main one was Robin Thicke.
Oh.
He was not nice. I've met him since, and he's been fine. But he also saw me more on an even playing field later in the years. But
I love his ex-wife, Paula.
Yeah, I love her too. I was
lovely.
actually this was very early in my career. I was doing the red carpet for The Insider. And I was doing one of Paula's movies, and he was really hot at the time. He had just did like a single with Nicki Minaj, I want to say, or he was really, I think Blurred Lines was out. Like he was really big at the height of his career. And he came to the red carpet and he told her not to talk to me. And as another Black woman trying to interview a Black woman and fighting for my position on the carpet, which I would have if I wouldn't have got the star of the movie, it was her movie. I think it was her movie Baggage Claim. I just wouldn't have, like, I could have been fired, you know?
Yeah.
And he was just really nasty to me. And he told her not to talk to me. He tried to rush her out the interview. She was being lovely, and he was trying to speed up the interview. He had his back to me at one point and just, like, wouldn't even acknowledge my existence. And I remember just being, like, a young woman and being like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm helping her out. This is a CBS show. I'm
like,
interviewing
everyone
her.
knows what goes on at those red carpets, too. And the power dynamic is already so in favor of the celebrity. Like, at bare minimum, give him a wave, give him a hi, hello, give him a something. Don't give, like, I hate when celebrities do this. They walk down the carpet and they act like they're so bothered and burdened and eye roll.
Yeah.
This is what you came to do.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not trying to be a guest in your home. I'm just trying to interview her on a red carpet about her movie.
And just knowing you and how professional you are, you're not, like, going for, like, salacious hot shots. You're just doing your fucking job.
And this was before they were having marital problems, or at least before the public knew. So I was just kind of like, what's this about? But, every experience on the carpet is a learning experience.
Yeah.
And I always just think, this is not me in real life. This is me at work. Because in real life, if he would acted like this, we would have had a fucking problem.
Also, if you saw him at a restaurant, you're not going up to him and asking questions.
No,
like, you're just,
because I wasn't a fan of his. I was a fan of hers.
Totally.
And also, this was
face,
about her.
Paula Patton. Are you kidding me with that face? I can't
him.
take it.
So that was him. And then it wasn't mean. It was just dismissive, like doing a junket and Kevin Hart just being kind of cold.
I've heard that about him.
Just really cold, not interested in the interview.
Comedians are interesting.
Yeah, comedians are the hardest people to interview because they're really serious.
I know. Talk about a light missing from behind the eyes.
Yes.
Guys, you think these comedians are so funny. I promise you, I'm telling you, they're not.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't...
Dark.
Yeah, and I get it, too. Like, junkets aren't the funnest thing to do. I'm sure if you're promoting a film, you're doing 20,000 of them a day.
You know what, though? You got the greatest gig in town.
Yep.
You made your dreams come true. You get to that funkin' junket.
I love
you get to that
funkin' junket.
Fucking junket. Put your cute outfit on, get your hair done, and razzle dazzle for a few minutes, or stay the fuck home and let other people do press.
A lot of money. And the thing is like, this is a dance. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit about this half the time. You know what I mean? Like, especially back then, it was my job to do junkets and red carpets. You don't love every film. You don't love every actor, but you do your job. So for some reason, there's this air of like, we want to be there. Like, my network gives a shit.
Right.
But I don't always care, but I'm going to do my job.
You're like on assignment doing your job.
I'm doing my job, and I'm going to be professional.
Yeah.
But to act like I care one way or the other is a little crazy. I just want politeness. I don't expect you to embrace me.
No, we don't need to exchange phone numbers and braid each other's hair later.
Right. And now if we were in a restaurant and you blew me off, no big deal. This is your personal time.
Totally.
I wouldn't approach someone in a restaurant though. You know,
never.
I'm over here getting drunk by myself. Like I'm not trying to blow up your spot.
What's your go-to drink, Nina?
Well, I don't drink really anymore.
Oh, why?
I'm more of a smoker now.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
You've done
girl.
a shift.
Yes, I smoke now. Perimenopause has made me a little bit of a weed head.
Love that.
Because it's either that or chop somebody's head off. Because perimenopause gives you a rage I've never felt before, that I haven't been able to find the right doctor to get hormonal therapy at the HRT thing that people are getting.
Yeah.
But what helps my mood is a little bit of the ganja.
Okay.
So I'm not really a drinker anymore. Maybe one drink and it would be light, like something like, vodka and a little cucumber melon, like something very like summery.
So yeah. I'm in a rough spot right now because my hormones are raging, but I can't have anything.
You can't have can't you have a little red wine every now and then?
I could lie and say that I never do that on microphone, but yes, I do that sometimes.
I thought that's healthy. Like they said you can't.
By the way, they say you can, and then people say there's no safe amount of alcohol, and then they'll send you a bunch of articles about fetal alcohol syndrome. Jokes on you fuckers at home because I've already read them all, and I'm not mad at an enlarged forehead.
Right. I see. I'm the most ignorant person about pregnancy and kids, so I'm never going to know like what you're supposed to do. But I've read that you can have a little red wine.
A glass of red wine isn't going to do shit, okay?
Right.
I've been chugging Diet Cokes and Enchiladas
Right.
for the past 3 weeks. Like a little like organic farm-to-table red wine with
Right.
dinner over the course of 7 hours. I think we're going to be
think
okay.
you're gonna be all right.
And if you want to send CPS to my house, please roll through. I would love the free child care. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
We're fine. We were talking about this earlier before we started recording. Now, you have never wanted to have kids, and I
No.
co-sign on that sentiment.
I have been blessed with cousins who are really honest with me about motherhood, which I
Great.
think like a lot of people aren't honest in general about
No,
motherhood.
because we're in too deep,
Yes.
and then we glamorize it and romanticize
Right.
it because we have no other options. And I was saying to you earlier, I'm in too deep. It's too late for me, and I have regrets.
you don't have regrets.
No, I don't have regrets. But I will tell you, because I was thinking about like what we're going to talk about and topics,
Yeah.
whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm going to ask her about dating, this, that, the other thing. And then I thought, you know what? Actually, I find that question to be overdone and actually really condescending.
About dating?
Yeah, I think that's an annoying question. Do you agree with that?
I'm nosy, so it doesn't I would ask, but only
Okay.
because I personally want to know.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. But I think it's I don't know why I find that to be annoying.
Yeah.
Like, so what are you dating? Like, what's going on?
Yes,
Like, who are you
yeah.
seeing? Because if you're not dating someone, then that's also annoying. And I don't
Right.
think you should be or shouldn't be, or I
Right.
don't want to like project any. I'm very uber sensitive to those types of questions because
Yeah.
I am married with children, and I hate when women who are married with children pry into single women's lives because I think it's tone deaf and stupid. And a lot of times, not with me personally, but I feel like when those questions get asked, it is coming from a place of I don't know, like self-righteousness.
It's also like, how like when you come to LA and everybody asks what you do immediately.
Yes.
Like, let me know where to place you.
Totally.
And I think people don't know what to do with a woman who, like, sometimes people don't know what to do with someone who doesn't want to have kids.
Oh yeah,
you know?
it really unravels certain people.
Yeah, and I think like
simple, stupid people.
and I have no judgment for people who have children.
You should.
I just
I do.
I just know it's not for me. Like I am not a patient person, and it's something I've worked on my whole life. I'm not a morning person. Those two things alone kind of cancel me out.
Yeah, that's
Because my friends with kids are up at the break of dawn, baby. And
hard.
my happy place is sleeping in on the weekends. Like I'm not even doing brunch till 1:00.
totally.
You know what I mean? On the weekends, I'm like a college student.
Oh,
I'm sleeping in. I'm having a breakfast, late. Like,
Yeah.
I'm up till 4 a.m. Like,
Yeah.
and I could just be at home, but I'm up late. I just enjoy like that. I think because my weeks are so consumed with work, I just
Yes.
enjoy like
Flexibility.
taking every minute to myself
I totally
and
agree.
doing what I want. And I know with kids, I can't do what I want. Like, I gotta prioritize them if I'm a good parent.
No, totally. And it's a struggle. Let me tell you, I had a thought yesterday. I had dropped my son off at school, and by me, I mean I made my husband do that. And then I was getting my hair blown out. I had left my house at 10 o'clock, okay? I was with my husband. This is really specifically talking shit about my husband because my son is perfect. He's an angel. He's my soulmate.
I love him.
I go get my hair done. I have been out of the house for an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay. Not long at all.
Not long at all.
My hair appointments take hours.
I know. Well, it was at the beginning.
Okay.
By the way, don't be like I've got this.
There's
takes,
never any judgment. You look incredible.
Well, I've got a situation back here. We'll talk about that later. And my husband calls me at like 11:14, and I'm just sitting down to get my hair blown out.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, hey, what's up? I don't like chit chat. I don't like talking on the
Yep.
phone. There needs to be like an
I love
agenda
it.
to the conversation, and I need bullet points. Otherwise, do not fucking speak to me.
Yes.
I have to actively, and this was all while I was getting my hair done yesterday. I had a huge epiphany.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Huge.
curious to hear this.
So my husband calls me because my hairdresser was like, you are the biggest bitch in town. He calls me and he's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, nothing. I'm just about to get my hair done. What's going on? Oh, just checking in. I said, are you out of your fucking
Oh, he
mind?
was rushing you.
No, not
No.
at all. No.
Okay,
He was
okay.
on his way to work.
Oh, okay.
He just wanted to check in. I had seen that fucker an hour and 15 minutes
Oh, that's kind
prior.
of sweet.
See, I don't think it's sweet. I think it's annoying.
Was there an agenda?
No.
Oh, he genuinely cared.
He just wanted to talk.
Oh,
And
that's sweet.
I find that to be deeply irritating. I couldn't believe
Oh
it.
my gosh, it's so sweet.
He does it all the time.
He loves you, girl.
I know, and it annoys me.
He
I swear to God, I'm not being funny or braggy. I literally find it to be deeply, deeply
This
irritating.
is what most women want. They want their man like slightly obsessed with them, and you don't like it.
Right now, maybe it's just like my current hormonal state.
Could
Like
be.
I just can't believe I would never call anyone.
To check in?
No.
Really?
Not
What about your
really.
girlfriends?
I'm not calling them with nothing to say.
Okay. You don't
Like,
want to just check on their day.
No.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. If I'm being honest, no. But I do it out of practice.
Do you text?
All the time.
Okay, that's easy.
But I do it out of practice with my
Okay,
girlfriends because it's
sure.
not natural for
You got
me.
to do it.
I do it. Like,
occasionally. You got to
I did it with my best friend Max on the way here. We were just catching up.
Good.
So I do that with him, and I do that with a couple of my other like best girlfriends.
Yeah.
But it's not out of genuine.
That's hilarious.
I'm
It's
being
learned
honest.
behavior.
It is learned behavior.
Yeah.
Like you know, it takes a village. This is your village. Nurture your village.
Yes.
Check in and don't be a piece
So
of shit.
you don't want your husband to just call and be like, I love you, thinking of you. What you up to?
No, first of all, we spent an eternity together. We'll probably stay married forever. We've got a long road ahead.
Yeah.
We don't need check-ins.
But you're pregnant. He's like, just wants to make sure you're good.
He's like, don't forget to drink water today. And I was like, I will dismember. I literally said this to him, and I was like, I will dismember you later. Do not.
That's hilarious. I
can't.
like a slightly clingy man. Oh, I love it. I love a man who's like a little bit like, I like the thought of someone thinking of me just randomly throughout their day and wondering how I'm doing. There's
Sure.
something cute about that.
It's sweet. I find it to be, like I said, deeply, deeply annoying in this current state of my life.
But you can be, both things can be true. You can love him and be like, okay.
Oh my God, I love him.
Yeah.
I married him. I chose him, but I'm also having regrets when he calls me and he's
Not
like,
regrets.
how are you? I'm like, I'm the same as I was an hour and 15 minutes ago. We already did this. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You couldn't be going out for that man was worried about you, girl. I
What
love
are you
it.
gonna have? Then he says, what are you gonna have for lunch? I was like, I will fucking burn this house down. I will cut your brake cables. I don't know what I'm gonna have
He's
for
lost
fucking lunch.
in the sauce. When a man wants to know what you're gonna eat before, and you're not even eating with them. Oh, he loves you, girl. He loves you down.
Fuck. I was like, whatever the fuck I want. And my hairdresser was like, oh my God. I was like, was that bad? And she's like, you're such a bitch. I'm like,
He likes
just
it.
did this.
But my friends who are the bitchiest are all married.
Of course.
A girl, I'm a lover girl.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm like more hard shell initially and gooey after.
Sure.
Like I'm such a lover girl.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh my God, I'll bring you lunch, you know. And so, but my friends that
Things I would never say.
my friends who were like, get the fuck out of here. Their husbands are obsessed with them.
No, it's that black cat golden
That's
retriever
exactly what it
theory.
is. That's exactly what it is.
I'm so burdened by human interaction, and I'm good at it, mind you. It's not like I'm like Larry David, like on the, you know,
Yes.
I'm very.
my celebrity crush, by the way, which is the very most random. I love.
You love you
obsessed
some
with
Larry David.
I'm obsessed with him.
I mean, he is such a snack. I totally agree.
I
with
don't
you.
know. There's just something. I'm really attracted to wit.
Yes,
And he's just so, I'm just like, you could honestly look, however, if you're funny and witty. There's something about a man being sharp and witty and just like men who are quick. Oh my gosh, like pump it in my veins.
Totally.
Like men who can, because I'm going to be honest, it's hard to make me laugh, like genuinely laugh. And people who can just do it being effortlessly just themselves.
Right.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
I know. It is so rare. I mean, I find men as a whole not to be that funny.
I kind of agree with you.
They're just like not that funny.
Yeah,
like
and
the
I'm
bar
like,
is lower for them.
And I'm not a goofy. I don't like a goofy comic. Like I don't like a comic who's running across the stage and shit. Like give me a George Carlin.
Like,
you know what I mean?
quick.
Quick, witty, well read. Like that shit is sexy. The
And
only
rare.
thing sexier is like building a fucking house.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that shit is attractive to me. Like I'll take a blue collar guy in a sec. I love a man who's good with his hands and witty.
I totally agree. I'm redoing my backyard right now, and those guys, when I see them building those retaining walls, I'm like, I could go for that.
It's so fucking hot. I dated a guy who wanted to barbecue, and he was like, "Oh, like let's barbecue." And I was like, "Oh, I don't have a grill." He's like, "Oh, let's go to Home Depot and I'll put it together." I was like,
what?
"Give me a ponytail holder. Are you insane?" Are you crazy?
I would drive my husband to a medical facility if he like he wouldn't know how to do
that man
fucking
couldn't walk
anything.
for 2 to 3 business days. I was like, come here, baby. Because it was so sexy and hot.
Yes.
Yeah, it was everything. Unfortunately, he was an alcoholic, so he had to go. But he was wonderful.
Yeah, we couldn't really ration that out.
You know, baby, I can't be taking you to meetings. If that, you have to be able to handle your liquor.
Oh, yeah,
so,
no.
yeah.
I'm not the right girl for that
No.
either.
And no judgment, but I just don't have the bandwidth.
No, me either. I am not that supportive of a human.
Yeah,
I got to set reminders on my phone to be like, check in on your friends.
Yes.
And then I'm like, hey, girly, what's new with you? Because I don't, you know what the thing is?
I love that you have reminders to do that.
I do. I'm like, I got to check in with this person. I got to check in with that person.
At least you're setting the reminders. You know?
It's not natural and it's not sincere, but I do it.
Listen, that's an effort to give because there are just certain things that you just don't care about. And you also, I give my friends with kids a lot of grace. Like, it's hard enough for me to wrap my head around my day and then having another human to just like worry about because they need you to live. Like you have young children. Like you have young children who can't function without you, right? So
I feel like Clyde would be okay.
He'd figure it out.
I have been desperately trying to work out throughout my pregnancy, but now that I'm like 6 months in and I've been starting to lose it a bit, I went to Pilates and just kind of laid in the corner pretending to stretch a little bit. On those days that I just want to lay on the couch and watch Vintage Housewives, the only thing that has been motivating me to work out is the Ladder app. Yes, Brenda, you heard it here first. The best workout plan is on an app. It just makes it so much easier to do it from home. Ladder is an expert strength training plan, not a content library. These aren't influencer workouts or challenges. It's real progressive programming designed by certified coaches. Okay, I've been using Coach Maya. She's been kicking my ass. She's gorgeous and motivating. I'm obsessed with her. Remove the guesswork with Ladder and get a real coach in your ear telling you exactly what to do for every workout. No thinking, everything planned for you. If you have an iPhone, head to ladder.fit/bitch Bible. Take a quick quiz to find out your perfect Ladder plan. Use my link and get a free 7-day trial with no credit card and $10 off your first month if you join. Okay, it's ponytail season and it's time to get rid of that Amanda Batula rat bun and let your hair down, okay? I used to be stressed about a slick back because after having Clyde, my hairline went a little vakakta, but Nutrafol helped my hairline bounce back. Now it is thicker, fuller, and healthier than ever. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are peer-reviewed, NSF certified for sport, and clinically tested, okay? They have different formulas for men and women tailored to different life stages. My sister, who started GLPs, she's going to love this endorsement, rated my product closet. She's been on Nutrafol and she the worlds of difference in her hair, truly. Let your hair be one less thing to worry about. See visibly thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code BIBLE. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code BIBLE. But you know what's so crazy? Just this week, my son's been saying some crazy ass shit.
Oh, tell me one.
Okay, I'll tell you a few.
Wait, how old is he?
He just turned 3 a few days ago.
He's a baby.
He's a baby. Do you know what he said to me a couple days ago when I was putting him down?
I'm so scared.
You should be fucking scared. He said to me, I wasn't even going to talk about this because the last time I talked about my alien encounter, it cut out the audio, and I really don't want them to take me up again. Just don't.
Please come take me.
By the way, I get it.
I actually would love for them to come. Yeah.
We're great girls. I'm gift of gab. Take us up. Just return us, please. And give me that parasite while I'm up there because I'd really like to flush things out.
I know they got some type of alien Ozempic or something that they could just give us real quick, a little shoot we could go into.
I went to Taco Bell multiple times last week. I was praying for that fucking parasite because I'm so backed up. I haven't gone to the bathroom in 4 days.
Stop.
And I'm doing everything. I went and got
kiwis. What about you can't have coffee, right?
I do.
Oh.
By the way, you know what's crazy? I don't even drink coffee in my normal life, and I've taken it up since I got pregnant.
It's such a diuretic.
It doesn't work on me.
What?
I've been drinking coffee every morning.
Can you take fiber?
I would. I don't know.
Mucinex. Mucinex is allergy. See, girl, I don't know nothing.
I don't know, but I'm having issues.
What's the one? It starts with an M, but it's like
Metamucil.
Metamucil. See, girl, I don't know.
I don't know. It's crazy. So I would pray for that parasite just to level things out. So I'm putting him down to bed and he looks at me and he goes, I'm going to go up into the yellow light now.
What?
I was like, excuse me? He goes, I'm going to go up into the yellow light
Does he
now."
do this often?
No, he just said this for the first time 3 days ago. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, if you're like Damien from The Omen, first of all, just LMK.
That is
Secondly,
such a random thing to say.
but what's crazy is that I used to say that when I
What?
was a kid.
No.
Because I would go to my parents. I used to think that I would say, till I was about 14 years old, I would go to my parents' bed and I said, I feel like I got taken up. I felt like I got taken up. And they'd be like, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh
I
my
said,
gosh.
I don't know, but I feel like I got taken up. And then I would plop back down and my back would hurt.
What?
And at the time, aliens were like not a thing that we were really talking about. So my parents are like, we need to like
Right.
put this bitch in an institution. They're like, and they just completely ignored
They
me,
just
by the way.
ignored it.
They were like,
That's
we're
what-
not dealing with
That's
this.
what happened when we were young. Everything was just like, we're just gonna disassociate.
Oh, totally. My parents were like, okay, cool. What do you want for breakfast? And I was like, fine. And I kind of like that approach. I'm kind
Right.
of taking that with me on my journey. Like,
Right.
I don't think we need to like over therapize, over analyze everything with
Right.
kids. Like, they're just kind of like dumb at a certain point. You know what I mean?
Or really honest.
Or really honest, and then it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm like, all right, fine. Just like make sure you're back before breakfast. So he says, yeah, I have to go up and I'm going to go up into the yellow light now. And I said, who are you going up into the yellow light with? And he's like, I'm going to take my book.
Oh,
And I said, okay, reading,
and what
literary.
happens there when you get there?
That's what I
happens?
said. And I said, well, what's in the yellow light? He goes, I have sweet dreams.
Oh my God.
And I said, okay.
oh, little angel.
I was like, bye. I literally couldn't have thrown him in that crib quicker. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like,
But he
I
was
gotta
ready
go.
for you to go. He had an appointment.
I was like, are you doing visitations? Like, what's like?
Do
are
you
we-
see people? Are there family members he sees?
Well, I've asked him that too because I'm like, are you like? I've kind of barely asked him because I'm
Sure.
not really fully ready to deep dive what the yellow light means. But I'm like, is this fucker getting abducted at night,
Right.
or is he just like 3 and making
Does he
things
think
up?
the yellow light is sleep?
Maybe because he does. You know, we have a very ambient, warm overhead light
that
situation.
could be it. So what he sees like before he goes to bed is a light.
And I have this gorgeous mid-century kind of light fixture in his
Could
bedroom
be.
that he
Okay.
doesn't fucking
or
deserve.
You've created a portal.
Maybe I've created the portal. Maybe the portal has passed on to him.
You said it was mid-century.
Right? So
Literally.
quite literally. So that happened. And then he's been saying to me also this week, he's like, Mommy, don't run away from me. And I'm like, bitch, I don't run. Like, I'm not running away from you. And he's like, Mommy, don't run away from me. Don't run away from me. And some fucker at school keeps saying to him, your mommy and daddy aren't coming back.
What?
I will curb stomp that kid.
See, and listen, this is the thing. I am so defensive of my family.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I don't think I can have kids, because I will go to jail for mine.
Oh, totally.
1,000%. And I fight a kid. I will fight a child.
By the way, I've seen a kid that deserves to get slapped.
We can't pretend that there aren't bad children.
There
you know?
are some
and not
seeds.
of any volition of their own. Maybe their parents have just not taught them how to operate in the world.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen the parents where they let their kids run around and throw things. Like we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
But like that was my biggest fear thinking about having kids, is like having this innocent baby and go be like corrupted by these mean kids. Because that happened to me. Like I was this bookworm in elementary school, and there were so many kids who like in elementary school would be talking about like sex and things that to be honest, my parents had shielded me because I genuinely was like, what? Like I didn't even understand what these things meant at such a young age. And kids just, depending upon their environment, just they don't even really know either, but they introduce things to other kids that they were not privy to.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
so
mean, it's not
crazy.
the kid's fault, but
Right.
at a certain point, it is the kid's fault.
But then you're like, oh, not my baby.
Oh, no, totally.
Oh my gosh. And giving him a little complex that breaks my heart.
I know, like, your mommy and daddy aren't coming
Oh.
back. And I'm like, did I say that or did another kid?
Meanwhile, you're the bully.
Totally. I think, me and my sister talk about this all the time. I like gently bullied her as a child, and she says that she's better off for it.
She got you like who's older, are you?
Me.
Yeah, I'm the old. Are you the oldest sister?
Yes.
Me too.
And she
Eldest
was
daughter.
Oh, she was a bit of a bitch ass, and she was getting a little soft for the world. My parents were always like really, really like overly gentle, nurturing.
Yeah, 'cause she was the baby.
Because she was the baby, and I was like,
We're gonna whip
honey,
you into shape.
yeah,
I was the same.
it's a big bad world out there. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm the only. I say this to her all the time. I said, I am the only hope you had.
Well,
we'd be ill-equipped.
Our whole family, it was gangbusters. So it was like, it was very sink or swim. I think that's why I got into talking for a living, because you really had to fight to talk in my family because everybody was loud.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was like, you being quiet in that corner is not going to serve you, babes. You got to get
That's
up. You got to
great.
speak up and say something. And my family would tell me, like, speak up. What do you want? Say what you really want. Quit. Like, there was no passive aggressiveness. It was just aggressive.
I like that.
You know, but it did make me, I think at the time as a kid, I was like, damn, like I gotta fight for everything. But it did equip me, I think, as an adult to be able to like use my words.
Totally.
So I do think like those things really, I do think like the things that get into you as a kid really do stay with you.
Oh, totally.
You know, like they say everybody at 8, like as an adult, you're just dealing with whatever trauma you experienced at 8 o'clock, trying to work through it for the rest of your life.
Oh.
At 8 years old, I mean.
I mean, I feel like I'm exactly the same person as I was when I
you?
was 8 years old. I'm exactly the same person.
I think at my core, I probably am. I think the world has made me like cocoon it a little bit.
Sure.
But like I said earlier, like I was just such a like a very like impressionable child. Like
Okay.
I would believe anything you said. Like
Okay.
if you told me Santa Claus was coming in here at 5 o'clock, I will believe you.
Right.
I just never believed, I didn't understand lying as a child. So I just believed everybody. So I think that was a lesson getting older where I was like, damn, people really be lying? But I just,
I was
you know?
a sketchy ass bitch from the time I was like 5 years old. Do you know that I was running like a Ponzi scheme charity when I was
What?
like 6?
What?
Yeah, I stole a bunch of those handprints. This is terrible. I stole a bunch of those handprints.
I kind of love young you though.
I gave 0 fucks. And my parents like disciplined. Like they were not like,
Yeah.
they were like, what the fuck
Where did
is
you
wrong
grow
with
up?
you? I grew up in here, LA.
Oh, you're a native.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
makes so much
but
sense.
like suburbs. I grew up in like Westlake.
Yeah, but still, it's different.
Yeah. So I stole, you know, those Ronald McDonald House of Charity handprints where you would like donate $1 at a McDonald's and then write your name and it would go to the
Sure.
Ronald McDonald House. So I hijacked a bunch of those and then I went door to door and I sold them because I was trying to get myself a go-kart. I don't really know why I wanted a go-kart. I felt like that would have been like the equivalent of
This
a
is
car.
hilarious.
So I ran a fake charity and then I was hiding cash under my mattress.
Wait, your parents had no idea you were going door to door?
No, I was completely raised by wolves. My parents, I was so annoying.
You said raised by wolves?
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck where I was. Like, my sister was so much
But that's
drama.
how it kind of was. It was like, just make sure you're home by when the lights are on.
Totally.
Like, that's
and
how it was
even
back in
then,
the
they
day.
were like, whatever, she'll be fine. Like, I just had to go do my own thing and keep myself entertained.
Right.
And, like, my mom was watching, you know, Rosie O'Donnell or something. She was like, get out of the fucking house.
Yeah, just don't be in here bothering me.
Right. Just
Yes.
leave me the fuck
Yeah,
alone.
you had to be out the house during the day.
Totally.
Back in, like, it wasn't no hanging out in the house and
No.
watching TV. You had to be, if it was not the backyard, it was like outside.
Yeah, you had to be outside. You had to be doing something like keeping to yourself,
Yes.
keeping yourself busy. There was no iPads.
1,000%.
So I was like in the garage making weird videos, or I was hawking cash from the neighbor.
Going door. That's kind of diabolical. And I'm
Crazy.
very impressed.
And then I had this other side business called I got a poster board.
Not a side quest.
Yes, yes. I pretended to be a Girl Scout. And I borrowed my cousin's little like sash or whatever, like a brownie. And then I would go door to door and I had a big poster board that said Money Mayhem. I thought that was genius. Okay. Always have loved an alliteration. And I said I was raising money for my Girl Scout troop. And you could pick a number 1 through 10. And you can win a free trip to Hawaii for $1. So I would go door to door. So people would give me like a few bucks and then be like, I want to pick number 2. And to be like, sorry, you lost. Because there was no trip to Hawaii. But then one of my
You're giving
neighbors.
people ideas now, honestly.
It's not a bad idea. And by the way, every single one in my neighborhood knew that there was a 0% chance.
I think they were just donating to you. Like, if a little girl came out, I was just like, here, baby, take this $5 and get out of my face. Like, I know this ain't no trip.
I was like,
There's no
you're going to go
forms
to
to
the
fill
4
out.
seasons in Hawaii. Because, like, I heard that was, like, the nice place
No
to go.
island name, just Hawaii.
But then I had one neighbor that was, like, really smart. And he's like, okay, now number 2, now number 3. And he, like, was trying to pay to
Yes.
get all of the squares. And I was like, there's a $5 maximum. And it was,
But
yeah.
you were smart. You were quick.
Yeah, but then my parents found the money, and then they made me go door to door and return the money to everybody.
See, you were parented. They were solid. I made up a twin.
Oh.
Yeah, and they called the counselor.
No.
They were concerned.
Wait, how old were you?
I think this was probably like 3rd grade.
Okay.
And,
sure.
my teacher,
Oh, no.
she was like, I was like, well, that's, that wasn't me. I think I had something happen. She was like, I said, oh, that was Mimi.
Oh,
And she goes,
Mimi.
well, who is Mimi? I said, that's
Wow.
my twin sister.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, where is she? I go, well, she goes to another school.
Right.
But she would ask me details, and I had answers. So I had another school name, and she asked me who the girl's teacher was. I was like, Mrs. Reagan.
You're like, duh. I mean, you don't know that?
And then I just remember coming home, and my parents were like, both in the kitchen, like, come sit down.
Right.
And they were like, no.
Who the fuck is Mimi?
Who is Mimi? And I was like, oh, that's just, I don't know. I was just making shit up. I thought I was being creative.
I think you were being creative. I would celebrate that as a parent. If that happened to my son, I'd be
No,
like,
girl, they were
low-key
concerned. They were
genius.
they was about to pull you out to school.
they're like, this bitch is crazy.
I'm like, what? Excuse me for having an imagination.
Oh, that's so
Oh my gosh.
funny.
So it sounds like we're both crazy kids.
Yeah.
Which is why we're both talking for a living now.
I know. I mean, what else will we be doing? What else would you be doing?
I honestly, I thought to be an attorney when I was younger. Like, because I used to like to argue.
Right.
I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Perimenopause has taken away every fuck I have ever given
Really?
about most things.
Really?
Yes. I'm doing a Keep It podcast now.
Okay,
And you
great.
have to engage, you know?
Yes.
And sometimes you end up on the wrong side of the internet where you get people who want to argue. And I'm like, baby, I don't care. Like,
That's
I said
so
what I said.
refreshing and nice. I mean, sometimes I find myself getting in the weeds, but like for
Yeah.
sport, it doesn't
Yes.
ever really affect me. But like sometimes I'll like really go there.
It's honestly only when I'm annoyed because I feel like, it is a blessing to have a video get a lot of views.
Sure.
But you get people who aren't, they don't listen to your podcast.
There's no
They-
context of who you are.
They don't follow you. They're just coming in to troll. And I'm almost annoyed. Like, how dare you come in here? And that's kind of sometimes when you engage and you're
Sure.
supposed to engage, right? But it's just, it's annoying when it's people who don't support you in any way. And they're just coming in to be a dickhead.
Right. They're
You know?
ill-informed on you as a person, and
Sure.
then they pop into your house and take a
Yes.
shit in your foyer.
That's exactly what it is. And like anything, you got to take out the trash.
Yeah, yes,
You know what I mean? You gotta, because you're not fucking with me with the words. Like, you're not gonna read me better. That's just not gonna happen, babes.
No, and at the end of the day, you're a fucking stranger. That's what I always
Yeah.
say to people. I'm like, couldn't pick you out of a lineup.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the comment. I don't know who the fuck you are. Could care less.
Yes. Now, if it's someone who's giving a genuine counter argument to what my opinion,
Sure.
that's fine. Sure, you don't have to agree with me.
Sure.
But it's just the people who come in with no opinion that just want to name call.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like, is this really how you spend your time? Like, this is weird.
Yeah, no, by the way, it should be said, if nothing else, to those people who think they're just like really moving the needle and you're just
Right.
like really giving it some, you're weird and you're
Yeah.
like kind of low-key a loser.
And like this guy, I have a video that's going viral right now. It's so funny. Like, we're talking about Lord of the Rings, and Andy Serkis basically made these comments about how if he hires anybody black, it's just ticking a box.
Oh.
It was a huge dog whistle. And I spoke
No.
about it. And of course I'm going to speak about
He
it.
said that?
Yeah, girl, he said that.
What the fuck?
Yes, he was like, well, it wouldn't be just the ticking of the boxes. Like, it would have to be organic, which is like, there's orcs and dragons and all kinds of things, but it's really hard to fathom a black person here in Middle
That's
Earth. You know what I mean?
wild.
And so I commented about it, which is what I do for a living.
Right, and fair.
And of course, I'm a black woman, so I'm affected by this. And I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So I said something
People
about
are
it.
so crazy.
And it brought out these are not people who follow me, right?
No.
And first of all, my audience is 80% black, and black women don't give a damn.
Yeah.
So it was all of these like red pill bros that found it because of the Lord of the Rings hashtag or whatever that like came in, and there was really no legitimate argument other than they just wanted to make Lord of the Rings great again. And so
Right.
I was just kind of like, this isn't like a legitimate, you don't care about my point of view. There were some people who had just like conversations about the writing and Tolkien and how they
Sure.
saw it. Sure.
Fair.
We can get in the weeds in that. But like someone coming in, he was like, you're a nerd. And I went on his profile and he's in
A
the
nerd.
woods in cargo pants and Birkenstocks, I was like, my guy.
Not the cargo
Like,
pants.
please, baby. Like, you don't want to go there with me.
No.
But it's, and that stuff doesn't bother me, but it is kind of like
A
fascinating.
white man in a cargo pant,
Girl,
I can't do it. With those Oakley sunglasses,
with the
don't
Oakley
say a word.
and always got their toes out. There's a toe out.
Don't say a fucking word.
Like, you're calling me a nerd?
I can't. But
Like, sir, please. You ain't seen your hairline since 2003, and you talking about me. Like, please.
you're in a tank top.
Yes, like it's.
Don't say
and
a word to me
It's
about
also
anything.
like such low hanging fruit when someone comes in, and I can't tell you how many times. Like, and this is only the video has only been out for like a couple of days, and it's just name calling and death threats and like over Lord of the Rings, and you're just kind of like, these people have never had anyone different around them, or if they have, they're not used to these people speaking up. And
Clearly,
it makes me feel like such a bad bitch.
I bet.
Because I'm like, oh wow, like, because when I'm not interested, I don't engage.
Right.
Right?
No, these are simple cousin fuckers that have never left their town, that don't know jack shit
Right.
about anyone or anything.
It's just so funny.
They have no temperature gauge on the
Yes.
world or culture, and it's embarrassing.
Baby, I hosted Love and Hip Hop reunions. People were getting jumped in front of me and had weapons. Do you think I give a shit about this comment section? Do you think I give a shit? Cardi B threw a shoe at my head. Do you think I care?
Shut up.
Yes.
I mean, this is just like a no shtick zone. And when I tell you that pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, post-pregnancy, I wear Skims every single day. Okay, every single day. They use the top tier fabrics. The fabric is soft, it's comfortable. The Skims maternity fold over pant and t-shirt every day. Okay, I'm wearing a version of it every single night. It's cute. It like lifts you, it sucks you in, but it's flattering and just soft. Also, the everyday cotton boy short, basically anything Skims cotton is touching my body every single day. The only underwear that I will ever wear is Skims underwear. Okay, I'm wearing a Skims bra as we speak. Shop Skims cotton and all of my favorite pieces at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know that I sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select my show in the drop-down menu that follows. Oh my God, I had Cardi B on my podcast.
You did?
When she was on Love and Hip Hop.
You did.
I did.
Look at us in the same universe.
Nobody listened to that episode. It's so...
You have to bring it back.
I think we did. And I had never seen the show, and she was a star then. She was a star now.
She's very funny.
She's
Libra like me.
So funny. I was
She's really
the
funny.
dumbest white bitch on a microphone. I had no clue what she was fucking talking about. She was so fucking funny. And I actually have so many regrets about that episode because I was like,
you got to redo then. You got to ask her to come back.
redo it because I was like playing into the trope of just being like dumb and stupid and whatever and basic. And she was telling me stories and I just couldn't.
She's very charismatic.
Oh my God.
She's very charismatic. You know what's so funny? When I first met her, and she still follows me to this day from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
You know, probably just the tax that I got from almost getting knocked out with her high heel shoe.
Oh,
but like,
hilarious.
She was someone who reserved her energy for camera, but not in a way that was inauthentic. Like, I would go around and say, like, introduce myself to all the cast members I had never met before, just so they felt comfortable. And I remember she was like getting fitted for something and she was not dressed. Like she didn't have on a top. And I was like, oh my gosh, I come back. She was like, no, it's okay. Like she just held her boobs and just like, was just like, hi, how are you? And this was before she was kind of like social media famous, but the world didn't know her yet.
Right.
But I remember thinking, because I was able to see the trailer before everyone else, and she was so funny in that trailer. And I remember thinking, oh, this is going to be such a fun journey to watch because the world is going to fall in love with her. And even if they don't fall in love with her, they're not going to be able to fuck with her.
Oh, no way.
And I feel her in my Libra spirit because I feel very much the same way. I feel almost empowered when I'm underestimated or people come for me because I know I'm so unaffected by people I don't give a fuck about.
Same.
So if I'm ruffling you, you see the power too.
Right.
You just don't know how to put it in words because there's that intimidation factor. But it almost makes me be like, oh, now I'm never going to shut up.
Oh, totally. I say every day, I'm like, people should get on their hands and knees and thank whoever they believe in, that I choose to just be a gracious version of myself day
Yeah.
in to day in, which is barely, by the way, because I'm hovering at a 2. I could kick it up to a 10.
I love it. I love it.
And I have the gift. Like, I could really.
No, and you do. You could, if you chose to.
If I wanted to.
You could.
A stranger, I could ruin their life
You
in
could.
2 sentences.
You could. And
with
you would
no
be
intel.
great
And I would feel fine.
on The Real Housewives.
I would kill on that
You
show.
would. I know it's nothing you would probably do.
Never.
But like, oh my God, I live for a woman who can just read somebody to their socks.
I know.
And the people who do it effortlessly, it's just my love language. And not mean, because it's so easy to talk about someone's weight or someone's race.
Oh, no,
like they're
that's-
such low brow.
that's
like
stupid
And that's
shit.
what most men go to, right? Like it's very easy, cheap shots. And I'm like, babe, I've been black for 46 years. You think I ain't been called every name in the book?
And that says nothing about you. That says everything about the person delivering the stupid
I eat
message.
this shit for lunch, babes.
Yeah, like,
this
try
is
again.
There's nothing. I'm not offended by that shit. Now, if somebody were to say other things that were just really smart and clever, I've before been like, there was a guy who was they were talking about this woman going on a hike, and that like she shouldn't have been hiking because she was overweight, and I went in there and I basically called him a fat phobic, and he goes, yeah, take a hike. And I was like, all right, that was clever. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, all right, you ate that a little
Right,
bit. I set myself up. Like, I'm able to take a joke, but
Sure.
when people just come in like, yeah, you're this, and you're just like, oh my God, like, you're not even funny.
No, I'm like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna ruin your life right now.
I just love women like that and who are just fearless, because I think like we're finally coming to an era where women aren't so male-centered.
Yeah.
And I think even myself, like I was like, oh, I've always had such a strong personality. And there was this time in my life where I tried to be like soft and feminine, and I was so fucking miserable.
It doesn't work.
Girl, I literally started shaking. I was like glitching.
I know, you're like overheating. Like, it's not. No, you can't do it. You
I'm
gotta
just
let
not
it roll.
the soft, like sensitive girl who burns the incense and like that's just not me.
I call those what do I call them? Eucalyptus girlies.
And some people are genuinely like that, right?
Like with like those wispy drapes,
Yes,
like a
yeah.
girl with like a sheer gauzy drape
and it's just
who's like making their matcha with eucalyptus in a
she's like,
vase.
oh, I made this from scratch. And I'm like, what? You made a 7-course meal from scratch, and it's just easy, and their house is always clean. I'm just so the opposite. I'm a train wreck in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I think I found like a comfortability in that. And I will say, like, getting into your 40s is it's the best fucking thing ever.
Totally.
Which I dreaded it when I was younger.
I know. Isn't that funny? It seems like like when you're younger, 40 seems like such a
So
benchmark.
old.
You're
Yeah.
so old. Like you're a real adult all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
And now it's like,
no way.
Oh man, I've never felt more like into who I am as a woman and more sure about myself since I've been in my 40s. And I think I spent the majority of my 20s and 30s incredibly insecure, trying to figure out like who I wanted to be, trying to fit a mold. And I realized like the more you're yourself, the more you attract your tribe, the more you attract the people who are for you.
It's like Darwinism. You just eliminate all the
It's
people
so
that
true.
you shouldn't be around. And it's so true. I think like on the internet too, specifically with social media, there's so much emphasis on like change and improvement
Yeah.
and metamorphosis. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. I don't want to change. I don't want to evolve. I don't want to grow that much. Like I'm always trying to be a better version of myself, but I would like to stick to the format for
and
the most
sometimes
part.
it's just like,
Unless you're a total piece of shit, then, get a lobotomy.
there's a thing
or
like
shock
toxic
therapy.
positivity too, where it's like it's always so positive, but sometimes it's like okay to vent, and sometimes it's okay to like some people deserve to be cussed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I'm not that lovely all the time.
No.
I'm kind of a bitch, and I
Same.
love it. And my friends are lovely people, and they celebrate it about me, and I embolden them to be a little more
I think
morally
the same.
flexible.
I've had friends where I've been like, we'll be out and they'll move to the side if someone's like walking straight. And I'm like, girlfriend, you got
Walk.
every right to look fucking straight ahead and walk and let them move. Like you have every right to be here just like them. I am so happy that women are embracing the fact that they don't have to be uncomfortable to make everybody else comfortable. And that's just been a lifelong lesson. But I see more women being like, yeah, you're right. Like I could stand 10 toes down right here too. Like, why do I have to move out the way? And I think just those little awakenings are really cool to see with a lot of people who have always been told to be polite, move out the way, don't be too loud. And it's like, fuck that. Because you don't get what you want by pretending to be somebody else.
It really
ultimately
benefits no one at the end of the day. It benefits
and you're just
absolutely no one.
uncomfortable and you stressed out and breaking out, losing your hair, not being able to eat anything because you so stressed out about how everybody else is going to receive everything. I sleep so good at night.
Oh, me too. Like a fucking baby,
Like a baby.
foaming at the mouth.
I'm actually scared to get in a relationship again because I don't sleep cute anymore.
You
know, like in my 20s and 30s, I slept really cute and you went to bed in cute stuff. And now it's, baby, I'm like, you talk about Lord of the Rings. It is like laid out, like
Totally.
just like hair's wild. Like it's just, but I have the best sleep ever. And I just, in every way, I think women are conditioned to be, even when you sleep, how you sleep and the side of
Oh, by the way, 100%. I found myself recently because I have all these dudes in my house working, and I
I thought you were talking about your family.
Oh, no. Who? Them? No. I have all these guys in my house, and I do have a weird thing, which I do think is respectful, which I'm not going to change, but I don't like to be in my pajamas while people are working at my house.
Oh, I agree with that.
Don't you agree with that?
with that 1,000%.
I don't care if they're there at 6:30. Like, I think it's disrespectful, and I can't explain why. My husband's like, just like you're in your jammies. Like,
No,
did I
you
just say
just want-
jammies? Cut that. That's the only thing you need to cut from this. I can't believe I just said jammies. I will kill myself. I hate when women say jammies. I hate
you
when
were
people
saying it as your husband said it, not you.
I would never speak to him again if he said that. I don't know what that. I short circuited.
Did you glitch?
I glitch.
You're
Take
going-
me into the light.
You're going into the yellow light.
I'm going into the yellow light. I will get fully ready because I think it is
fully ready.
like mostly ready.
Okay.
Like I'm showered and in clothes.
Okay.
By the time that everybody shows up to my house, I have to be ready.
You the realist. I love it.
Because I don't like the optics, and I don't like not even the optics. I just don't like what it says that I would be like inside having a coffee, like in my leisurely robe while these men are moving cinder blocks.
I also just don't like to be I don't want to be in like the clothes that I'm in when I'm in my house with my family or alone. That
feels
to me
like
is
vulnerable or
yeah,
weird.
I'm like, I don't want a stranger. I feel like when I put my clothes on, that's low key like me putting my armor on for the day.
That's true.
And I
Maybe
don't
that's
want to
it.
be in that like vulnerable position in like my pajamas and my boobs flouncing all over the place and there's like strangers in the house.
See, I think for me, I feel like it's disrespectful
To them.
to them.
Oh.
Isn't that weird?
No, I mean, I think we all have like, we all have our little like idiosyncrasies of like how we operate, like coming in somebody's house and how we operate.
Like a couple days ago, my feet were killing me, and all I wanted to do was like lay on the sofa. My son was in school and like watch a movie, and I couldn't do it.
Really?
No.
You would felt bad about it?
And I'm not even that type of person. I just felt like it was disrespectful.
So what did you want to do? What did you end up doing? You
I
worked?
hid in a room. I literally hid because I was like, these guys are hauling ass. It's hot outside. And I'm just like, a lady of leisure. Like, get me a palm leaf. Like,
well, that I'm like, I'm gonna sit on the couch. I'm gonna work. This is your house.
I know. And I was
know.
like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, this is a new thing. I've got to deep dive. Like, what are we
Also,
unpacking
something
here?
about weird about strangers in your home.
Yeah.
It's still always kind of weird.
I know.
And also, as a woman, having strangers in your home,
I don't mind it.
There's a
Is that weird? I'm like totally
really,
so
I
comfortable.
hate it. Oh, I hate it. I will put stuff off and like repairs off because I'm like, I just don't want a stranger in here. I'm really weird about people coming in my house.
I'm the opposite.
Oh,
I'm like
really?
way too comfortable. I'm like, I'm going to be gone for a couple days, but the gate code is like, I'm giving everyone that fucking code.
Everybody can get in that thing.
I've got a quick read on people though.
Yeah.
And then I never want them to leave because I like the camaraderie of like the guys in the house and like
Yeah.
we're broing down on Fridays. It's a weird.
Well, sound like they your friends now.
Oh, they totally
Yeah,
are.
well, show them my picture when you get over there. 'Cause
Okay,
it's
there's
like I
one
said,
guy that's really fucking cute.
I like a man who uses his hands.
He can build the hell out of a retaining wall. Nina, by the way, we didn't need to print this. We're totally fine. Please tell everyone where they
Yes.
can find you, where they can follow you, where they can listen to you.
Well,
tell
first,
us everything.
I'm honored to have been on here because I hear you don't have many guests. So thank you for having me.
'cause
This was such
guests-
a good reunion.
Guests usually suck. That's why. They're
Well,
terrible.
I'm honored because this was so much fun, and
So fun.
I stalk you on Instagram and love everything that you do. So it's so good to see you in person.
Thank you.
I
You
am
too.
now doing the Keep It podcast. And you can go to my bio. My socials is the same everywhere. It's the Nina Parker. But anywhere you find podcasts, you can find Keep It. We talk about all things pop culture and music, and I rip people a new one weekly. So if you like a little read, then you might want to listen.
We all do. We
You can send
certainly
me
do.
ideas because I sometimes need them for who needs to be read today socks. So I love it.
Also, I have a personal
list?
list going. Yeah, I've got a really
We
long
can't be your
list.
friends and family. Like it has to
We
be.
do that too. We named the puppy.
I'm inclined. Sometimes, I can ad lib a little bit.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you
Linda
for
Parker. It
having
was so
me.
great to see you
Yes,
and
you
catch up
too.
with you. Okay, bye.
Hello, and welcome to Pluto Phone. If you know the name of the movie you'd like to see, just stream it for free on Pluto TV, where all your blockbuster favorites are landing all summer long. Catch Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Fantastic.
The Matrix Trilogy.
Welcome to the real world.
Mean Girls.
Shut up!
Titanic.
I'm the king of the world.
And so much more. For showtimes, press nothing. They're free 24/7.
That is so fetch.
On Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.